How's it going, YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today, bringing you guys, I guess it's kind of like a Road to Rank series. This is me trying to get back into the Master Ball tier with this awesome team I kind of created. This is kind of some Pokemon I kind of threw together. We're rocking out with a Talonflame, Marowak, Politoed, Dracovish, Snorlax, and Ferrothorn. My opponent is rocking out with a Rotom, Volcarona, Triantar, Hitmontop, Rillaboom, and Togekiss. This is the same team I actually used against the BP Gamer in the best 2 out of 3, and it did really well, so I kind of wanted to see how it did on rank. And to my surprise, this team went on a massive winning streak. And this is a team that I basically just threw together. Like, I had some Pokemon that I transferred from Pokemon Home into this team, like the Talonflame and some of the I think the Marowak. That's as of right now the only way to get Lightning Rod Marowak and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I just threw this stuff together, kind of wanted to see if it works. This Politoed also came from Pokemon Home. Pretty crazy. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this battle. Jericho, or however you want to say his name, leads Trianitar and Togekiss. Sorry for the mispronunciation. I'll lead my Politoed and Ferrothorn, and he goes ahead and switches out into his Hitmontop. Hitmontop with the ability Intimidate is actually able to lower my Ferrothorn's attack, and the reason why that's huge is because this Ferrothorn is a choice band. Jericho, I'm gonna just start calling him the trainer at this point, goes ahead and Dynamaxes his Trianitar. Alright, so Trianitar goes ahead and starts getting off some of these big max knuckles. In fact, this one's huge, able to get a critical hit on my Ferrothorn. So what would have been probably a it probably still was going to be a 2-hit KO, but now it's a little bit harder for Ferrothorn to kind of get going because of the Intimidate and all that. But anyway, we go ahead and go for that big Scald onto the Hitmontop, and he actually activates his eject button. And what eject button does is it'll switch him out, and the reason why he's running it is so that he's able to cycle his Fake Out and Intimidate. We got lucky and didn't have to see his Fake Out, thank goodness. So we get our Iron Head off. As you can see, it did nothing. Politoed goes ahead and goes straight for a Protect, and Volcarona goes straight for a Quiver Dance. Triantar goes for a Max Rockfall, and actually hits into the Politoed slot, so we were able to avoid a big damage, at least this turn. Ferrothorn is going to be able to go for a Iron Head into the Triantar, and it does okay damage, but the sad part is it activates his weakness policy. So if I had to take that back, I probably would, because weakness policy activate is not in my favor. For the ones at home that doesn't know what weakness policy does, I believe it's a +2 in both attack and special attack. And, that's a lot of power. Even if it's a +1 in both attack and special attack, which I believe it's a +2 actually, it's still a lot of power. Volcarona is able to go for a Bug Buzz on my switch into Talonflame. That's a 4x resist, by the way, and it did that much damage. Triantar is able to go for another Max Knuckle, making Triantar look scary. According to my calculations, he's a +4 Triantar, which is insane. Pretty crazy, right? So how am I going to get back from this? That's the big question. How am I going to get back? Well, first things first, we got to go into our Politoed. Hands down, we're going to have to go into Mr. Politoed. Get our Drizzle back up so that way we get something going, right? I believe Triantar actually undynamaxes as well, yes. Alright, and right here, Volcarona actually goes for a Protect. Talonflame goes ahead and goes for Tailwind, saying, okay, I know Triantar is about to knock me out, So let's set up this Tailwind. We'll get going. We go into Scald on the protecting Volcarona. Tyranitar goes for Rock Slide, and this is so huge. Politoed and Talonflame both are able to avoid it. That would have KO'd both of them. So Volcarona switches out in favor for Togekiss, and this is where we're like, okay, dude, we got a sign that we can win this. Like, we shouldn't be able to win this one, but we can. Let's go ahead and Dynamax our Politoed, and let's get going. Alright, so we're not playing any games. We're going to go straight for that Brave Bird. It was against the Volcarona, but look how much damage this does against the Togekiss on the switch-in. That does over half, which is crazy, right? We're going to be able to go for a Max Geyser and pretty much KO the Tyranitar. So, yeah, already looking better. We get a crit. I honestly don't think it mattered because we are rain boosted, right? So they're actually going to bring out their Volcarona right now. And it's pretty simple at this point. Talonflame's going to go straight for a Brave Bird after the Togekiss goes for Follow Me, and we're going to be able to KO the Togekiss. And then Politoed, with the Tailwind boost, we're actually going to be able to outspeed and KO the Volcarona with a Max Geyser. So yeah, like I said though, that big Rock Slide miss that missed both Politoed and Talonflame. If that would have landed, Talonflame probably would have fainted, and I'm assuming Politoed would have too. The big reason why I wasn't too worried though was that we had Dracovish in the back. Dracovish would have been able to outspeed the Tyranitar and picked up the KO on there, and then we just go from there to see if we can get some stuff going. That's why I was setting up the Tailwind, getting the Drizzle going and stuff, but it played out like this instead, where he missed and we were able to make sure we picked up the clean win instead of trying to force a win. So hey, it works out in the end. We're able to win. He ends up actually scooping, so we're good to go. Let's get into battle number 2. Alright, it's about time for that main event. Game number 2. The game that you guys are all here waiting for. We're going up against Lamar with this very interesting Trick Room team featuring Venusaur, Dusclops, Hatterene, Indeedee, Cinderace, and Mudsdale. I go ahead and lead the game off with my Talonflame and Dracovish, and I believe I have Politoed and Snorlax in the back. After I do some selecting, right? Yeah, you can kind of see what my mind process is in this. Yeah, I finally go ahead and pick Talonflame and Dracovish. Politoed's in the back, and then Snorlax. The reason why I led the way I did, and I don't know why, but I wasn't even expecting the Hatterene and Indeedee lead. And guess what? He actually leads Hatterene and Indeedee in the very, very beginning of this game, and this is, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of go ahead of the narration just a little bit. This was a little bit later at night. This is like battle. Yeah, I was battling, and this was probably around like 11 o'clock. You know, I was already getting tired, and yeah, I'd make a big no play at the very beginning of this battle. I went ahead and Dynamaxed my Talonflame, right? And for the ones that know, I go for Max Airstream, and well, being in Psychic terrain, that ain't gonna do me no good at all. The right play in this situation was probably to not Dynamax Talonflame and maybe go for a Flare Blitz or something. Or if I did Dynamax, go ahead and do Max Flare. Yeah, no, I'm not proud of it, but it happens. But yeah, Hatterene goes ahead and goes for a Trick Room, as the Indeedee did go for Follow Me to redirect my attack. So go ahead and switch Dracovish out, because I feel like I need Dracovish for later in the game. Snorlax comes in, though, to take Dracovish's spot. They go ahead and Gigantamax this Hatterene. And I just want to go ahead and give you guys some context on this Hatterene. It has the move G Max Smite, and what that does is it just confuses you, whoever it hits, and your partner Pokemon. And it's the most haxiest Pokemon in the game. Like, to me, I hate going against Hatterene more so than G-Max Lapras. Lapras is a pain in the butt to deal with, but Hatterene, oh man, dude. Hatterene, and at least in this battle really showcases how annoying Hatterene is. We're able to get our Max Flare off. As you can see, my Talonflame did have the Lum Berry, so we were able to not worry about the confusion for this turn. But what's stopping this Hatterene going for that Smite this next turn? That's going to go first because it's in Trick Room. Alright. Let's see, yeah. Who did they go out into? Okay, yeah, that's right. They go into their Cinderace. Yeah, like I said, though, the G-Max Smite comes right back out and is able to confuse my Hatterene again. And this turn, I'm not as lucky because Snorlax actually ends up hitting himself in confusion. And I believe Talonflame does too, which is quite unfortunate. Talonflame is confused and hits itself in confusion. So, a pretty bad turn for me. Cinderace goes for the high jump kick into the Snorlax, which is actually going to be enough to KO. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and bring out my Politoed, trying to set up the rain, you know, so that way I know my Dracovish can have the rain support, because I have a feeling that the rain may come in big hands. Right here I was thinking maybe go full Tailwind, but I was like, his team's pretty slow, so I'm not going to worry about it. I go ahead and protect with the Politoed. Talonflame snaps out of confusion and goes for protect itself as well. The Hatterene goes for the G-Max Smite, and it fails the KO, but I get confused. Talonflame is now confused. Yeah, Politoed's now confused as well. Like I said, I think it's almost 100% confusion. For some time, I think people, I don't know if it was a glitch or not, but at some point in the metagame, it wasn't 100%, I'm pretty sure. But now it's about 100%. The Gunk Shot comes out from the Cinderace. Goes into the Protect, but next turn comes up, and, well, Expanding Force now is what we're having to deal with. Plus, the Cinderace is going to probably be able to outspeed. No, Politoed is able to outspeed and actually gets an Earth Power off. But it will not be enough to knock out the Cinderace. It is super effective and it does quite a bit of damage. Gunk Shot comes out and is able to KO Politoed. So right now I am 1 Pokemon versus 3 of theirs. Yeah, that's not really looking good. Can Dracovish make the biggest comeback? Let's watch and see what happens. Alright, first turn, we go ahead and go straight for that Protect, predicting the high jump kick from the Cinderace. And guess what? High jump kick comes out. We're able to get the KO onto the Cinderace. Most Dracovish do not carry Protect because most of them are choice locked. Not mine. Mine's a Mystic Water Dracovish and it hits like a truck. Alright, so right here, they went for Dazzling Gleam, trying to do damage onto my Dracovish, knowing that he's probably Choice Scarf. Or at least that's what they're thinking. Right here, I go for Vicious Rin into the Hatterene, able to pick up the KO. Venusaur goes for a Sludge Bomb, and it does half. So right here, I'm in a debate of either going for Psychic Fangs or Vicious Rin. And ultimately chose Vicious Ren because Vicious Ren should have more power, even though it's a not very effective attack. Because we're Rain Boosted, we're Mystic Water, and we'll be going first. And just watch. Watch this. This is so crazy. Venusaur gets one-shotted by Dracovish. That's crazy. Anyway, guys, this is Wi-Fi Merriman. If you guys did enjoy, think about hitting that subscribe button, like, comment, and let me know what you guys think. Anyway, guys, this is Wi-Fi Merriman signing off. Peace.